I'm Hannah.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to our Summerhill Cottage project. I'm really excited to show you guys this project. We've been working on it for a really long time now with some amazing clients. If you guys have watched our previous videos, we also did the harvest house for these clients, and they're absolutely incredible. So they ended up buying this lake house out on Sylvan Lake. And it was a little bit of an older cabin. It needed some refreshing, and it also wasn't necessarily the right size to fit their large family. They've got tons of friends. They like having people out. So we did a full reconfiguration, and we decided at that point that we were going to do an addition. And we were also going to completely gut the interior. So coming into the main part of the house, I am standing where the old staircase used to start. You used to come in, there was this tiny little galley kind of back entry area with the washer dryer. There was this little galley kitchen. The staircase was right down the middle of the house. And then you had dining and living. We really wanted to open that up for them. So the very first thing that we did is we added this staircase. It actually used to, which I'll take you into, used to be a storage area, which we now converted into the staircase. So the usability of this space is incredible now. We also had the opportunity to add on a mudroom, butler pantry, washer and dryer, laundry space. And then everything you see past this oak arch, that is all an addition as well. This is probably the biggest reason why we had to move the staircase. Getting us a big island, a usable functional space. None of these windows existed previously, so these were all added on. The homeowners wanted to really emphasize the view. One thing the homeowner was really adamant on are these countertops. They are honed quartzite. If you're looking for a marble and you want something that is super, super durable for family life, entertaining life, these are incredible.
We ran the backsplash like we normally do, but we actually cut the bottom jamb off of these windows and incorporated that quartzite for the bottom sills. Kind of gives it that seamless look. Really good for wipeability, especially around the sink. It was a bit of a challenge when Hannah first mentioned that we were going to hang this hood vent in front of the window. Our biggest thing and my biggest struggle was making sure that the backside here is finished. So when you are outside, you're seeing a finished product. That was really important to me. One thing we love about working with Sedona is they've got a really keen eye for the small details, which at Downton & Company, we're pretty big on that.
Okay, this is my favorite room. We pushed the clients to extend the house this way, and I'm so glad that they let us. We were able to not only get in a double washer dryer, which is huge when you have beach towels and 4 kids and guests staying. Plus, this house sleeps like 15 people, so that's a lot of beds. But also, we got to do this really, really elegant, 100% natural stone floor. Downton & Company is actually now the Central Alberta dealer for small appliance and large appliance SMEG, so that was really fun for us that we got to put it in here. We're now standing in the addition. This is my favorite room. I think it would...
Oh, you can't do that because you just said that's your favorite room.
Okay, fine. Everywhere's my favorite room. But everything in here that you see, we really wanted it to be functional for their family. Matt built this incredible addition, this beautiful room. I told him I wanted all of the peaks shiplapped, which he was so excited for, especially because we only had 6 months from start to finish on this project. We went to Lux Windows and I told them I wanted these windows. They said that they had to avoid power lines to get them out here. So I wasn't like I gave them an easy task, but I really think it came together.
Biggest focus for our clients on this one was just to open up the space and get an area where they can all sit and enjoy, what the lake has to offer and the view that they have. So we did these big windows facing the lake here.
Feels like you're outside. I think you guys really did a great job at executing like what we were designing and feeling like you're outside at the lake. But like the days when it's raining, the days when it's windy, this space is still so relaxing and enjoyable for absolutely everybody. They always have allowed me to furnish their spaces. And what I really try and focus on every time is how are they going to live in the space? They have an amazing family and they have lots of friends. So adding this really long dining table, we actually brought this one up from California for them. It's durable, it's solid wood. They can use it, they can abuse it. It's going to age with them, which I think is absolutely incredible. And then from there, they really wanted to have a space for family time, which I think is amazing. So we did this massive custom sectional, which was all made in Vancouver, which we sell in store. I think really maximizing this space was key, but we gave them a lot of different areas of functionality so they can enjoy this space with different people and at different times of day. These clients, I kept the master where it was previously located, which I absolutely love because the view is incredible. They let us revamp it. We kept the original shiplap wall, but to give it more of that Malibu beach feel, we added in these incredible pendants. These are something that came out of our store, and I just think that they completely warm up the space and give it a totally different feel. We just did some simple refreshes. The rug is brand new. We also ripped out these closets, which Matt was super happy to hear.
Yeah, these were existing just standard wall closets. So we had, again, the guys at Sedona built these wall closets and built them in kind of with that V-groove shiplap theme that's on the wall here. Really incorporated that into the space. It gives them a lot of flexibility on storage while also looking really nice as a finished product.
Taking you guys down into the basement, and the layout down here changed quite drastically just because the previous layout wasn't very functional, and where I'm standing right now is kind of where you came down with the old staircase. So you would come in here, and this whole wall you'll see here was all of the storage unit. It was never really finished. It was just kind of like had 2 double doors on it. It was really unusable space essentially. And then adding in this adorable play area for their daughter. It has its own TV. We filled it full of our baby store products. So she has little books from us, dolls, etc. I really feel like this lake house, rearranging it, made all of the space usable. So when you used to come down to the stairs, you kind of land in this area. And like I said before, this was all storage, and the storage kind of continued over into this space. I decided that I wanted to make it a boys' bunk room. And the hard part about that was it was all technically inset into the side of the hill. So Matt, of course, being as creative as he is, ended up getting us an amazing window. Not only is it a great size, but they have a lot of natural light that comes in there. It's so cute. And we ended up making it a very functional space while using very little square footage. Then you continue on into this space. This was like a mudroom with a little 2-piece bathroom and some kind of strange storage. So what we ended up doing is we ended up stealing some of the mudroom space. We created this amazing boys' bathroom, essentially. The best part about this boys' bathroom, though, is it does connect onto the mudroom, and it is all tile and it's continuous. So when people come up from the lake, they can use the back door, they can run in and use the restroom, and then they can continue on without making a mess in our client's home. So it's great usability for the boys. It's great usability for everyone from the lake. And this space really gives them the functionality and the storage that they were looking for. I think the hardest part about doing a renovation to the extent that we did on this one is you only have so many different ways that you can change the layout to make it function for their everyday lifestyle. And one thing about these homeowners is they have a lot of friends, their kids have a lot of friends, and also the lake just tends to be a place to entertain and invite people. So to be able to use the crawl space and be able to get technically 3 people that sleep in there, but also this room, especially being a space that only used to sleep 4 people, how do we maximize their ability to entertain as well? It went through a lot of renditions. The homeowners almost decided not to go ahead with it, but I'm so glad that they did. And I think long term, they're really happy as well.
The great thing about this is the upstairs originally had 2 different levels. So I'm sure you saw upstairs where you kind of walk up into that master bedroom wing. So that gave us a lot of headroom here, which was really nice. Now we get 6 beds out of here.
But 10 because they're girls and they're willing to share.
Yeah.
It's a slumber party room is what it is. This room, redoing it for the girls was really fun for me. I think I also gave the homeowner a bit of a panic attack when I told her I was tiling her entire bathroom in a very different pattern, but They loved it in the end, and I'm so happy that they let me do all of this creative different detail. I think the best thing that we did in here was utilizing this frost wall. I think a lot of people would look at a frost wall and think that it's ugly or that you have to frame in the entire wall to not create this jog. What we did with it is we ended up tiling it, and then we ended up putting this quartz top up top. And what it's great for is not only does it add like kind of that niche aspect in the shower, but also the girls can put their makeup bags on here, they can set things, and it just creates a very functional, usable space.
So coming to the back side of this house, they've got deck that runs all the way along the side and all the way around the back of the house. What was really important to them was they wanted to use the space underneath the deck, but they also wanted a composite top. It's kind of a two-step system. We waterproofed underneath, put a series of sleepers on, and then put our composite on top. So it really gives them the ability to be fully waterproofed underneath. And then we did this cable railing with our drink rail. This is a decorator's product. Really low maintenance, unbelievable look, unbelievable finished product.
It didn't block any views.
The way that we laid it all out, it didn't block any views from the water or from the house when you're sitting in this addition looking out. Coming down to our lower deck, this used to be, you'd have a little staircase down before, and then this was just an old wooden, mostly rotten deck. So we've taken that, ripped it up, put in this new smooth concrete here. The original scope here was just to be kind of storage area underneath this addition. And then the ball started rolling, and we started talking about how nice it would be to have a serving window there, a place where they could, you know, serve drinks and have snacks in the summertime when they're entertaining guests. When you're sitting here enjoying the fire, the last thing you want is to be staring at a railing and really blocking your view from the lake. So what we were able to do is we added a bit of a flower bed here with a small retaining wall, and that allowed us to stay away from having a railing. Really opens this space up. When you are sitting at these chairs enjoying a fire, sitting out here looking at the lake with nothing impeding your view, it really is something special out here.
Thank you guys so much for coming and touring our Summerhill Lake project. If you guys want to know any more details, paint colors, etc., I will be posting that on our Instagram, so you can go and follow us there, and you'll be able to see a bunch more details on furniture selections, decor selections, lighting selections, and all the little details that we put into this home.